You all. Apparently Preston's having some trouble. I guess we'll see him when we see him. Oh, there he is. Okay. On his way. So, what would you like support, inspiration, or insight or attention on? This is a space built for you. I can fill the space with really cool ideas and coaching, but oh, my book sales are going up from Amazon ads. Amazing. Congratulations. We should talk about that. I'm a person who run Google ads for my coaching. Amazing. I have two books getting illustrated. I'm healthy and alive and here in the now. I'm single and I love my life. Celebrating all of those things. All right. Cool. I'm kind of, what do you call it, dragging my feet ever so slightly because I don't want to repeat myself when Preston gets here. So, what we'll do for his sake is we'll just start with hot seats for each of you, and you can share. We'll do 5 to 6 minutes each on whatever you want to celebrate in a deeper way or whatever you want support around. Sound good? Cool. Who's first? All right, you're up.
Hello, hi everybody. Um, yeah, so I shared my wins. Yeah, I have yeah, my sales are increasing and I have this guy is gonna also do my Google ads for coaching and that's just brilliant. So we clicked and I see the progress with him since 2 months. So it's like, okay, great. And yeah, I'm just happy in a in a good state. I'm back on track with my food
Huh.
being raw again, just eating fruits and juices and water fast and all that, going back into that. And that's really, I feel the shift every time I go there. It just feels so energizing and peaceful. So, what I'd like support with is I like clients. Now I'm done with my sessions with those two clients. We're done.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to work with a parent or parents. And I actually started to put together a Facebook group. So I think I'm gonna run a Facebook group, get some people, see if I can get people in. I want to charge for that too. Yeah. I don't know what I need support with. Well, I guess just being here is already I'm getting supported. With just being with like-minded people and just sharing and just yeah. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I have ideas about the group. I have questions about the book, and I have suggestions. What do you most want support around? Is it about the group or
Getting people, clients.
okay?
Which I'm starting to read the offer. So I think it's all going to be there as well. I just feel a little bit like I'm not sure what to do, how to get clients. So yeah, I want to do a Facebook group. I'm going to run the ads, Google ads for my area in Colorado to
Hmm.
get the clients. I think that's a great idea because there's a lot of children in this area where I live. So yeah, just I would like clients. I'd like to be coach. I'd like to just talk to people and be there for them, even if it's free. I just want to keep going in that direction.
Yeah. So here's one question. What's the theme of the group? Like, what is the problem that it solves?
I was I was looking into different groups. So, because in Colorado, this was the first state that was legalized smoking weed. So, because I came across one person that I had market research call with, he's a cannabis consumer and he has a child, and he was concerned like he doesn't know how to go about it with his child, if to be high when he's with him or not, and stuff like that. So I thought, oh wow, that would be a good Facebook group. Okay, to support cannabis consuming consumers parenting parents who consume cannabis and how to go about that. So um you know resolve a problem of like help them to get clear with how they want to go around that by being parent and still consuming that.
Okay. So your marching orders then, if you want to pursue that, is find 10 parents
Mm-hmm.
are consuming cannabis
Okay.
and want to be better parents, and then do market research with them to see if they have a problem they are aware of, such that they would join a group and a community to get support with it.
I thought I'd just create a Facebook group and then just invite them to my group, the people, and I don't know, just run Facebook ads a bit and get some people or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's a
Yes.
half-assed, half-baked plan. It,
Okay.
it's like born more of a desire to do something and to have something
Okay.
get done than strategic thinking.
But just do market research calls again for that specific subject.
Yeah, because they might not have a problem, they might not care about community, and they might not have the money. And the way to find out is to ask. And then once you find out if they have a problem, if they have money, and if they want to join a community, you'll title the community based on what they talk about.
Mhm. Okay.
Lead
I
magnet,
see.
the best lead magnet is something that's titled to solve the lowest hanging fruit problem for the person in front of you. So they're like, oh, I'll go to that community and I'll get this problem solved.
Okay.
Yeah, humans do like to hang out with other people, but it's not enough to build a business on to just say, we're all we're all parents who smoke cannabis. In fact, the one example of a parent who smoked cannabis who I know, who I dated years ago, she was not proud of that. So there's probably going to be some people who even are averse to self-identifying as that. We don't know yet. I don't know. I can't assume I know. And one person is not a big enough sample size.
I hear you. Yeah, my ex also was a cannabis consumer as well. So
He's a parent.
yeah,
Okay, so you could market research with them.
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to even talk about that. It's like a no way. So
Heard. So
he's out of the picture.
now you know some people's attitudes too.
Totally. Yeah. It's like it's okay that I'm doing it, but then I don't want to talk about it and about parenting and all that, like how to go about it. He's like, no, doesn't matter. All right.
Yeah, I'll leave you with this. Like that's your assignment.
Okay.
Um, but the one piece is that it's vague so far.
Yeah, it
Like
is vague.
with Franklin's thing, we know people are hungry. They need food. The problem
Yes.
solving is giving them high quality food that's delicious, that
Yeah.
fits within a range of what they're hungry for. So we need to know what these people with these parents who smoke cannabis are hungry for, if anything.
I know this one guy that I talked with, he was like, yeah, should I be high when I'm with him or should I not? He basically needs clarity about how to go about it, you know?
And
Like
so
I was,
that question could be solved with a quiz over the course of 20 minutes.
Mhm.
And you could design that quiz, but then
Yeah,
we'll take them. There's no 3-month coaching program you can sell to somebody who's got that problem.
I
Like,
see.
like it's a binary answer. Should I be high or not with my kids? Well, it's okay for me to be high. Or no, maybe I shouldn't. And there's pressure. So I'm going to leave you with that. Keep reading offers and come back with some good market research next week. Are you willing?
Yeah,
Cool.
there's Preston.
Going to take you off the hot seat.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We now have a crowd. Welcome. I acknowledge you for all that you did to get here. All right. So we're just doing hot seats and then we'll transition. Franklin, if you want to go next, you were here next, even though, go ahead. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I guess I'm not really sure where to go with this. Uh, I think a lot of stuff that I'm working on is, I don't know if it's more internal, like the whole cleaning the house thing, and why I'm talking about it is just something that I've need to have been doing or need to have done over the past year overall. And it just feels like I'm decluttering and moving on and just in order to move forward. But then there's also the part where I'm worried that I'm just waiting for the perfect moment to actually take more action, if that makes sense. I know what I need to be do what I will be doing this weekend is, viewing shared kitchen spaces, talking with them, figuring out what they require for a lease and what I need, and either if that's, just an hourly thing or just a monthly amount in rent, and figuring that out exactly, and then having them. There have been a couple that have stayed on their website that they'll help with like the exact walkthrough process or step-by-step process in terms of like permitting and getting inspected, or if that even needs to be done with them because they're already set up as a commercial space. Just showing that level of proof to, City of Austin, Texas overall.
Yeah, so there are very specific logistic things that are structurally necessary to get done in your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can rest in the simple actions. I mean, if the first words, are you dragging your feet or not? Yes or no?
I guess to a degree.
Okay. In what way specifically? If you were to know.
Just it's like I've already mentioned to you in our check-in, but it's I had a really busy week last week with my day job, and then shifting back in towards.
I'm going to put it a different way. What
Okay.
specific actions do you know to take that you could be taking that you're not taking?
Well, I already know what actions to take. It's just I need to go do it this weekend.
Okay. So then, see, my curiosity about dragging your feet was just based on you were saying, I don't know if there's more I should be doing, basically. That was the vibe of your communication. That's what I
I
got.
see. Maybe that's just me second guessing myself because, as you said, there are clear things that need to be done logistically, legally, and they're in front of me. I just need to go do them. Uh, and there's not really much else. I think there's part of me that's wondering, it's like, oh, should I be, I don't know, going to a gym as well to go talk to people or doing more market research or that type of thing.
You could be. So we did find something.
Mhm.
What you could still be putting your work in front of people.
Mhm.
You're not operating. See that there's a whole world here. If somebody is operating in fear that someone will get upset at them for not following the proper protocols, then they will obsess over following the proper protocols
Mhm.
before making steps,
Yeah.
right? So it's not bad or wrong to cover your ass, but is it true that you were selling food to people before you had a kitchen space?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to die and go to hell because you were selling food without a kitchen space that was OSHA compliant?
No.
Were people getting value from you before you even considered having a kitchen space?
Yes.
So I think that might be where there's a little bit of dragging the feet is that if there's something you could be doing, you mentioned getting out there to gyms,
Mhm.
then not taking action on that is dragging your feet.
Okay.
Like you could still be getting out there because how and in what way specifically does not having a kitchen space restrict you? And what does it get you?
Are you saying like more internally or the legal part of this?
Both.
And so not having the kitchen space, I guess legally is that being able to just get to like a farmer's market. They're immediately asking for that particular permit, that particular inspection. So that's one avenue that's, I guess, shut off, or unless I can talk my way into it without it, just tell them, hey, I'm in process. Next is, I think for me personally, I guess it's giving me an out to be like, oh, I can't do this until this.
Yeah, because you could still be gaining customers and showing up in front of gyms to find
Mhm.
individuals who want to buy from you and bringing
Yeah.
in more monthly revenue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's one gym that you could go to?
Uh, there's a place called Streamline CrossFit that I know. I've been there. I know friends of friends that still go there. I could get in contact with them. and show up with free samples.
Okay. By when would you like to do that?
Uh, I would say next weekend, but
So contacting them takes all of 10 minutes.
yeah, I know that part. Yeah.
Yeah. So the giving the samples, is that what you're saying you would do next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. Simple enough. Would you like to commit to that?
Yeah, I can commit to that.
Cool. Is there anything in the way in terms of, sorry, that was my notes. Is there anything in the way in terms of any resistance to those action steps that you'd like support in letting go of or cleaning out?
Sure. I'll take that support.
Okay. So what resistance is there?
Uh,
Are you like resisting it not being perfect or not being good enough or there's something?
it's really just the putting myself out there part. Maybe it's just the rejection part of that. I don't know if that's the it being like exactly perfect, maybe.
Okay. Who else has experienced resisting being rejected to any degree, but from any angle? So we got one other. Preston has some. I didn't think you were gonna have a lot. You're the least. You're the most resilient, least rejectable, I think. Um,
I would agree with that statement for Preston.
yeah, yeah, okay, cool, cool. I wasn't. It wasn't just an unsolicited compliment. It was like there's a capacity distinguishing that I
Hmm,
get to do as y'all's coach.
hmm.
Like where are you at? What's your unique pockets of stuff that you're dancing with, and how can I navigate around it or pop the bubbles so that you're ready to keep moving? The metaphors are failing now. Um, how clunky is the new perfect? We haven't technically started this thing yet, but we will after the hot seats. I just want to get you all taken care of and get you momentum because that's the most vital part, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So okay, resisting being rejected. What's the flavor of being rejected? And for the rest of you, feel free to put that in the chat, like what specifically your experience of those has been, and then we can do a release on it.
I think it goes down to the how I would deliver it. I know it's contrary to the your wishes, your command book and everything that we've talked about a bit. But that's like the immediate thought that I go to. It's like that system, how it's delivered, is it going to be good enough at that delivery
Huh.
and the way of thinking of it?
Did you say that because you saw what she put in the chat, or were you saying that independently? The
No, I
good.
was saying that independently, and then it popped up. I
All
was
right,
just
cool. Ding, 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 ding. We have two data points pointing the same direction. All right. Um, so repeat after me. It's okay to have my how,
it's okay to have my how,
so long as my how doesn't have me.
so long as my how doesn't have me.
So you as a steel genius, you're oriented towards the question of how and getting an answer for it. And um, you're eventually going to dig one up
Mhm.
just because of your dogged determination to figure that question's answer out wherever you go. It is part of you.
Okay.
But, and it's okay to have that house so long as it doesn't have you. It has you when it causes you or gives you a license to get off the ride and to stop being in action. Do you see that?
Yeah, that helps.
Cool.
Yeah.
Glad it does. Because I am also, or cancel clear, in the past, I affirm, I have also been the overthinker.
Mhm.
The overthinker thinks they have to figure everything out and it leaves them stuck in their head rather than out here in the world. Who here resonates with the idea that being in communication with others and being in action is generally more effective than being in your head and not talking to anyone? Yeah, that's what we're here for. That's why we're in a mastermind. We're in communication with others, which stimulates more connection, more opportunity. So, anything else, Franklin, before I dance with what's in the chat and create a
Real quick with that distinction with my Steel Genius.
yeah,
If I get, what if I like figure out the how? Is it then immediately translate to take action on the how? Is that the way to solve it?
action always defeats inaction.
Hmm.
Like it's always better to get out there and try something.
Okay.
Um, so mo more often than not, yeah, your awareness of how ignites you in making something happen.
Okay.
Like the answer to how, um, let me go back. He who has a strong enough why can endure any how. That was Nietzsche,
Yeah.
right? So we're here first to find out through visioning, like, why am I here that's bigger than my little self
Hmm.
or my little ego or my resistance? Number one. Number two, um, if you have a strong enough why, you'll manifest the how.
I, I I think my question is more centered around like I understand that point
Yeah.
of strong enough why I'll manifest the how, and then I'm wondering if I once I manifest the how, then it's like it seems like I just sit on it. Like even though I have the how, and then that was where my question came in. It's like as a steel genius, it's just great. You asked the question, you figured out how, now go do it. Instead of just holding it here like I've been holding it for at least I'd say a couple of weeks.
Yeah. That's why this place exists, my friend, is to have
Okay.
me kick you in the
Okay.
ass and say, actually, you're good enough, you've got enough, go do the thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Cool. So structurally, there's nothing in the way. You've got the distinction. It's just about energetics from here on out. So let me check with what's in the chat.
Okay.
Not being good enough, feeling like a failure. It's okay to have my. Okay, thanks, Preston. I'm glad that that resonated for you. Um, resisting it not looking like how I expected. Resisting it's going too fast. Love the way you just said with my steel genius, totally owned it. Yeah, that's great. By the way, any frame is only as powerful as the results and utility it produces for you. So you're not just a steel genius, but you
Mhm.
are to the degree that it helps you.
Oh, okay.
And I don't mean it like you're just a steel genius. Like if you enter the frame of me looking at myself as steel genius and it helps you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. But you are, all of you, put this in the chat. I am superior to any frame that anyone gives me. Another way of saying that is I am more than any and every frame. Yeah. So human design, for example, is just a model. Wealth dynamics is just a model. All that I teach about relationships, it's ultimately just a model. It helps people more than not having one, but I've become acutely conscious in the past year and a half or so of like the limitations of certain models. So you can engage in what's called fractionating, popping out of the model and looking at it from all angles and comparing it with another model. Mechanic geniuses are really great at this. We've got two with mechanic genius energy in the room at least. Um, so like, don't be the slave of any frame or context. Does that make sense? Do you all see what I'm saying there? Give me a little wave if this lands. Why would I be saying this? I think that's where Antonia's at. She's like, well, okay, but what? Or maybe she's frozen. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like she might be frozen. That's okay. Um, so I'm saying this because all coaching is an offering. All consulting is an offering too. Coaching is asking questions of you that unveil your own answers. Consulting is me helping you develop a plan. I dance between one and the other
Mhm.
while I'm coaching you, depending on what you need, because we're out to produce specific results.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I love this is all from um, with my Steel Genius. Yes, that shows me that you're using the frame well and you're leveraging it to understand yourself.
Okay.
It also shows me that you got it. See, part of the point of this container is also teachability. And
Mhm.
me taking a tempo genius perspective on teachability. Because previously I had a Blaze genius perspective on teachability. So who can name teachability index real quick? Franklin, you're up. Oh, Preston got to it first. I'm sorry.
Willingness to learn and a willingness to accept change.
Yes. Measured how?
Measured by how much, by the training balance scale of
Mm.
taking action is like
Close.
feeling good, if relating to the teachability and your willingness to accept change has you in a state of feeling good such that it motivates you to take positive action, that's the indicator for that you're in the right zone of the teachability index.
You have a solid model, and that was a good answer. And the answer that I'm looking for, like, it's not a trick question. It's 1 to 10 on willingness to change and 1 to 10 on
Um,
willingness to learn.
mm,
And downstream of that, it'll look like action. It'll look like, honoring the training balance scale and stuff. Um, so in the past, I would equate reading the book with teachability. Like, oh, I read that. I got it. I got it. I get that. But you don't get it until you're being it. And so that's my commitment with you all is like, if you could be fully from even just one of the books we've read or looked at, or even one of the tools, then your whole life would be dramatically different. Because I've seen people who do that. And you look at me as coach, I'm depedestalizing myself right now, by the way. I'm just another one of you in this aspect. It's like I see people who've gone so much further, faster, easier, better with the very same tools I'm giving you all. And I've had the great pleasure as a coach of giving these same tools to people who go further and faster than me in directions that I want to go. I met somebody at Conscious Builders. This was like 2 months ago. And apparently I said some random thing. This guy was like wanting a date. I said this random thing to introduce him to this woman, and they've been dating since that event. So I was so effective that he isn't even considering me as a coach because he's now dating. Like he didn't even need that. He just needed that one little thing. So consider, I invite you all to listen from the context that anything you hear here can be the thing that makes the breakthrough for you. Do you get that? So listening from possibility, from presence. Yeah, thanks, Preston. I saw that you were going to catch it. That's great. He's doing the thing. You're doing the thing. This is like 10% of the course manager accountability. Again, I'm not ushering you into that until you're ready. But thank you for capturing in the chat. And big news, he's probably capturing it for him too. He heard something. That's it right there. That is it. That is teachability. Immediate, like massive implementation of what you've received. So the moment you get something, you sink your teeth into it enough to where you're like, I can use that. You don't get stuck in your head. You don't wonder if it's good enough. You do it. You try it. You experiment with it. A big part of why I've been successful as an entrepreneur in business to whatever degree is because I'm willing to try anything. So long as it's ethical. I haven't tried anything unethical that I'm aware of. And I have good communities and support to make sure I stay in that lane of like heart sensitive, heart open, heart centered. So you picking up what I'm putting down? Give me a thumbs up. That's great. Is it inspiring me? Or is it inspiring? Give me a thumb side. All right, that's great. See, we're here to go somewhere with it. So now we're going to do the resistance release. So what I'd invite you to do, and we'll start with our little meditation prayer because we still haven't done that. What I invite you to do is close your eyes, bring your right hand to your heart, take a deep breath in, let it go, and again. And one more. Focus in and notice on any tension that you're holding in your body or that you experience anywhere inside you. As you tune into the actions you could be taking or the moves you could be making in your business, the service you could be engaging in, or your career, right? Notice what does not align with that you've been carrying. Just breathe into it with love. I notice for me tension in my stomach. Because there's only one of us here. The reason we are here together is to address what we have in common, the frequencies that we share, and to weed out what's not meant to be there. So take another deep breath in. Let it all go. Dear God, infinite intelligence, intuition, grant grace and guidance to this space, this conversation. Take me out of the way that I may be a pure channel. Use me and us for the highest and best good of all. Thank you. Just repeat after me, y'all. I have the power of a made-up mind and a made-up heart. Nothing in this universe can stop the power of a made-up mind and a made-up heart working together. I clear my resistance of not being good enough right now. I clear my resistance of not knowing how. I clear my resistance of not looking the way that I expected. I clear my resistance of being a failure. I clear my resistance of this going too fast. I clear my resistance of what I'm feeling. I clear my fear that I'm not good enough. I clear my fear of going too fast. I clear my fear that I can't. I clear my fear that I haven't figured it out. I clear my hate of not being good enough. I clear my hate of what I feel. I clear my hate of what I feel. I clear my terror of what I feel. I clear my terror of feeling rejected. I clear my terror of not being good enough. I clear my terror of not knowing enough. I clear my terror that I can't. I clear my need and desire to figure it all out first. I clear my need and desire to know how. I clear my need and desire to become good enough. I clear my need and desire to be good enough. I clear my need and desire to never fail. I clear my need and desire to never fail. I clear my need and desire to never feel. I clear my need and desire to never heal. I accept that I am good enough and I always have been. I accept that I receive the how with ease and I always can. I accept that failure is only feedback and means nothing about me. I accept that I am good enough and I always have been. I accept that greater in me is the spirit of love and service than anything else. I accept that I am service and I always have been. I accept that my people are waiting for me and they have been. I accept that I am so much more than good enough and I always have been. I accept that failing is the way to success and it always has been. And so be it, and so it is, and so I am. And so we are. All right, feel free to come back into the room. Going at your own pace is perfect, incidentally. So our surrogate in this was Franklin. He led us into this. He gave us the direction. Who felt that or felt some shifts from that? Amazing. Antonia says, good stuff. So let's go back to Franklin. Franklin, how are you feeling now? What's opening up? What's new and different here?
Um, really just thinking about people I can contact.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, when we get what of us has been in the way, out of the way, or when we get what we've put in the way, out of the way, we're left powerful, effective in momentum and in action in the direction we want to go. Like naturally, the next step, knowing that I know how and that I'm good enough and that everything's great and I can't wait to fail because that's the way to grow. Like once that's in there and whatever's been in the way is out of the way, it's like, all right, well, obviously I'm moving this direction because you've been wanting to go this direction.
Mhm.
Previous to this conversation, there was there was an approach. It was like the robot going forward and then back. If you've ever seen this, they talk about this in approach anxiety videos where
Ah.
where people like they really want to go forward, but they also part of them doesn't want to. So, yeah, anything else you want to share about your experience of that or how you're feeling now?
There were a couple of sentences you were saying that I like tripped up on the words. Not sure if that meant anything. But
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir. I give what I got, like I
Mhm.
give what I get.
Mhm.
Um, sorry, I don't mean to give you more words to trip up on. So I I tune into intuition and infinite intelligence, call it in, and then I follow its orders
Mhm.
to the best of my ability.
Okay.
And sometimes it doesn't need to make sense. There's a to the conscious mind. There's a whole modality called psychomagic by a Chilean filmmaker named Alejandro Jodorowsky.
Mhm.
He did these epic underground films, The Holy Mountain, El Topo, and in his modality, he takes people through these psychodramas and they engage in things and they don't know consciously the meaning of what's going on, but their subconscious gets it and it shifts. And how do I know this? Because they feel differently afterwards. So you don't need to know even how your healing or your transformation is taking place. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, with the plan, the vision I've got for this mastermind is every quarter, I'll pile you all into a retreat space. This is something I'm bonusing in for anybody and everybody who's in the mastermind. Um, and I'll just open my playbook and share my best tools. So you never have to be stopped on your own, and you can be a source of transformation, like a contribution for others, other entrepreneurs, other people in your career, your business, your organization, the company you're working for. So you can be a better coach, Antonia. So like all that I have is yours to the best of my ability to give it to you.
Mhm.
And I've accumulated a lot. This is a thread that I wanted to talk to Preston about. I've accumulated a lot that I've been like maybe between 50 and 60% coachable with. And so, like, I'm leveraging you all as my community to support me and supporting you by uplifting us all through being even more coachable with what I've received. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay. You inspire me to be better in a way that makes it better for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I could just be clearer sometimes. So sometimes when I'm doing the healing work, it's intentionally like it's meant to be that way. And then other times I've been noticing like vetting myself as a coach. I could just be simpler, clearer, and more direct. So
Mhm.
feel free to request what you need in that aspect. Don't
Okay.
don't put me on a pedestal and assume, oh, it's strange and I didn't get it. It must be like amazing. Like sometimes it's just not. Sometimes it is.
Mhm.
So, who's refreshed by that awareness that you can ask for what you need in communication at any time? Okay, cool. Well then, I'm gonna call it. Your hot seat is done, Franklin.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Let's acknowledge Franklin. Let's thank Franklin. That was we all got benefit from that. I released some through that release. Who well, I guess let's go to we got Antonia's answer. Preston, you want to come on for a hot seat and let me know how that landed for you, the experience of that.
Yes, and the experience was many things. One of the key takeaways that I got was that I noticed an energetic separation between my throat and my heart energies, my chakras. And after that happened, the this energy and my awareness in my body with each preceding line for like 5 or 6 lines just like set this like weight, this cool and warm weight just like further and further down into my awareness. And then eventually the next thing that I noticed was like a lightness. So like there was this like collapsed energy that needed distinction and to separate, and then through that there was like this release, and it was great.
Fantastic, man. Thank you. I love your capacity to distinguish with precision what's going on within you. Are you itching something?
Yes,
What do you, may I ask what you're itching?
of course. Some body language. Here we go. The front of my shin with my left hand.
Yeah, is that your left shin or your right shin?
Right shin.
So your right shin with your left hand. So you are receiving. This is feminine side. I'm always going to assume permission to facilitate you and tell you cool stuff like this. Do I have it for the foreseeable future from you all in these masterminds? Because this is
Yes.
why you're here. Um, I receive
Receiving.
receiving understanding about how to engage with others on the masculine side, or how to move forward with others. What did you hear? Yeah, something's happening.
A masculine kick in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
I get that you got something
yeah,
from
which,
that. Could you tell us more about what you
yes.
mean so we can be in on the joy?
Mm. Can you say that again, please?
Yes, sir. Uh, I get that you got something from that translation. What would you get?
Mm. That a an affirmation of a lot of what this has been about so far. This, in the initial part of the meditation, like tapping into like what sensations, where you're finding tension or what you're noticing in your body. What I noticed is that my feet literally felt frozen, like I had cold feet. And I was like, oh, nice. Like that's super clear. Couldn't be more directly metaphorical. Nice body. Like thanks. And so, and what that looks like for me is is twofold, which is interesting, is that I now I have two paths at minimum, two clear paths before me, and these are spurred from a growing recognition of my feeling of incongruency at with working with Alex.
Hmm.
And the communication styles, specifically the teachability index and the willingness to accept change, and noticing that he's one of the people that I interact with the most, and the more I interact with him, the more like worked up and bent out of shape some of my mind space and like my perspective on things has been. And I was allowing that, like, and because I wasn't aware of that, and because and partly when I was still allowing that to filter what I thought was possible. And it became clear to me that I want to work somewhere else. I want to create things for myself. The as far as I'm concerned, he's like goalpost moving and also going back on his word with what he said we were going to do with the truck plan. Went from I'm going to lease him the truck to he's going to buy the truck from me, or he was never going to actually pay me anything for the lease and was just only considering maybe a bump in my pay somewhat. I and then so then like realizing I was like, whoa, okay, like man, I wish I would have just been, I wish we did this on a Zoom call and we were, that was recorded. So we're like, okay, well, when you when you said this, what the heck did that mean? Whenever you were like, yes, get a truck and I'll pay you for the lease instead of enterprise. And so I'm like, okay, and okay, here it is. Actually, it's become even more clear in just reaffirming that is that what feels like two paths, which one is, okay, I've been wanting to possibly get a second job, like a part-time gig. That was a part of the truck plan anyways, and I was excited about that. And then I'm like, okay, well, instead of doing that, I can just put that amount of time into it going about selling residential installs. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Just a simple reminder. So you can make best use of this. Um,
Mhm.
Elegance.
Yes.
So if you had one win and one challenge and or one request, what would that be? Because I'm putting you into the hot seat now. Your hot seat. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm also, because I think it'll help you, I'm going to put the timer up too. Focus the mind with a deadline. I'm in flow with how I use the timer, by the way. I deploy it when I feel that it'll make a difference. I was hearing that there were two paths. Was it not knowing which to take, or
Mhm. That doesn't feel like the root. And when we say one thing, it feels layered in. So.
yeah, so you're choosing to receive integration between masculine and feminine around what?
Mhm.
If you were to know, first words.
doing doing what I want, being being respected, like feeling respected
Yeah, I'm hearing you say.
by myself and by those around me.
Yeah, so here's a question that I think will simplify it for you. Have you abdicated or sacrificed your integrity? Like your felt sense of alignment inside yourself as you've been involved in this work or this position or this job?
Mm, y- have I? Can you say that again?
Have you sacrificed or let go of your integrity recently with respect to this? Do you not feel in integrity being there or being treated the way you've been treated?
In so much that like yes, like I haven't been in integrity, and specifically what that is not taking action on following up on the opportunities that I planted seeds in.
Yeah.
Like in one day, I made a bunch of calls and like they were like, "Oh yeah, send us your resume, send us your email. Yeah, we'd love to talk to you." And I didn't do any of that. And then I went back to work and I was like, "This work sucks. This guy treats me like shit. This guy doesn't have his word."
Yeah. So may I offer you some stuff on this?
Yes.
And by the way, who sees themselves in Preston? Yeah. Because anywhere that there's an out of integrity, or excuse me, anywhere there's a loss of power, freedom, self-expression, or peace of mind, you can go two steps behind that and find an out of integrity or something you're not being responsible for or something that's cluttering the back of your mind that's causing like drag that could
Mhm.
otherwise be a source of freedom. And
Mhm.
we saw it
Yes, and I
energetically. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
and I noticed specifically that when as soon as I didn't take that action, then I flipped into trying to figure out how all this is going to work.
Yeah,
And so
because
what I noticed for me in that is that like a a not taking action to be in integrity is connected to attempting to figure out the how. When that's when the how has me is at that like that's one of the ways that it has gotten me in the past. This mhm.
yeah, so then it's very simple to restore your integrity. All you need to do, because we've acknowledged the impact on you, is to recommit and then follow through with it. That literally restores the integrity of your energy, of your word, and of your own alignment. Can you see that?
Yes.
So, by when will you take the action of putting out those resumes or following up with those communications?
Mm. Uh, the before I go to bed tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Will you message us once it's done on the group thread?
Yes.
Cool. See,
So
go ahead.
the now that that's out of the way, the what comes up in behind that is I guess of how or a fear that I'm not going to be able to find something to make as much money as I'm making right now. And
Oh, I can answer you that. Do you want the answer to
mhm.
that?
Yes.
No, you're not going to find anything that makes you as much money. You're going to find something that makes you more money.
Mhm.
Everybody was like, what the fuck? Because you're worth it. You've learned, you've grown, you've invested into yourself. You've literally been spending money on making yourself a more valuable asset wherever you go to whomever you're with. I hope you all see that. When you spend money coaching with me, like I've spent many, many thousands of dollars and now I'm like I'm mixing it together in a cocktail that's tailor built for you and your development. And then the moment you receive it or own it or take responsibility for using it is the moment you increase in value to the marketplace. That's what he keeps saying in Business Made Simple, for example.
Mhm.
He's like, anybody who knows this stuff will be of more value to any organization they're in. It's true. And so it also goes for everything else that I've taught you. Whether you want to work with somebody else or, be a coach eventually or, just be an entrepreneur. So yeah, ask for more and assume more is possible. You down?
Yes.
And set an ambitious goal and stand for it. That's what I see for you. Ease, not negotiating for pennies, knowing and trusting that you've had training that most of the people on the planet haven't had.
I loved something that you said earlier when I first hopped on. It was like distinction around coaching and consulting, and that consultants help you make a plan. And that's what I've been, that's like what I've got the most harvest out of this working relationship so far is that like I if I could like um and I don't want to change it, but like if I could have like the next thing that could be a possible opportunity like this for me would look more like uh, a a consultancy where it's like I'm actually willing to work in the company at these specific roles for this designated amount of time in order only expressly in order to help create a plan to optimize this and like sell you that plan. It's like you pay me up front as like here's a you come in do the plan, work here, and then give us a plan, and you get paid at when the plan is like presented, and like we agree, or not even that, because that's the thing is like I want to, what is inspiring me is the generation of plans, of design. Like I love designing, like what we're gonna do if and when, and like the whole programming aspect of it.
Yeah, so that is your place to go in your standing in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Trust
Mm.
your intuition and just feel what it would feel like if you were already in a position where that was something that you were called for. Like it was being asked of you. You get to give it, and it's fun to give that. You got the vibe?
It's yeah, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
It's all right. That's what this place is for. We got you. You're loved. Crying is welcome here, isn't it, Franklin? Crying is welcome around me. That's what I'm implying. Yeah. Everybody just repeat after me. I get to be me, and that's enough.
Be me, and that's enough.
I'm getting chills. See, I've got a big brain, and I forget that my heart is enough.
Mm.
Like the mind is a wonderful servant, a terrible master. And when I forget and I start buying the lie that, oh, I need to think certain thoughts or be smart or figure things out, then that becomes doubt of my heart. But my heart is intrinsically magnetic. You all tell me, can you feel how much I love y'all? Thumbs up.
Yes.
That is, I believe, what makes me a good coach. Like, I'm here to be the spotlight of God's love into your heart, into your soul, as you wake up to it. And as you remember how whole you actually are, because love doesn't come from Lewis, it comes through Lewis when you tune to it, right? Then you become more capable because you're already good enough. And yeah, I got tools, I got ideas, but I'm just here to love you. And you're just here to love you at one level, right? The tools are helpful. I'll admit that. The distinctions, the conversations. So, Preston, do you know what to focus on now? Do you know where to go now?
Yes.
Cool. All right. We've got the infinite. This is great. I don't know what that is, but that's great. Just for the recording, so that it's on record, the infinite singular reflection expands the capacity of the spectrum. I don't need to get that. If you want to come back in the group chat later and tell us what that was for you, it's welcome there. There's a couple more things I want to get through today. Um, may I take you off your hot seat?
Yes.
All right. Are you all
Great.
served and supported? Give me a thumbs up if you got what you needed so far today. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Let's acknowledge Preston. That was big. That was awesome. Today, for the first time, I've prepared as little as possible. Everybody, repeat aloud, God's got us. I don't know what God is, and I don't know why that works, but I do trust it. I don't know if Christ is God, but I do trust the God that I invite in. The love that comes through. So there were a couple things I wanted to touch on real quick, and then I've got a heart out because I honor my sleep. Let's see. All right. So that's the heart out. Um, who else got engrossed in the drama of love awakening and aliveness awakening and full feeling returning in witnessing the progressive personal transformation of others today? Like, whoa, I'm leaning in, I'm listening, I'm curious. Yeah, that's what this space is for. That's what I love. The magic of that and how we serve each other in that. Who wants more of that? Well, great, because that's what you're going to get every week. That's my intention. That's what I'm committed to providing. Or being a vehicle and a vessel and moving out counter intentions and resistance. Because I don't know about you all, but I'm not as much for turning life into a target that I'm supposed to hit as a journey that I get to be on. Right? If you look at the future and you say, I need my coaching business to work, or I need this new career, I need those 10 next sales, like that makes life more fun because you have somewhere you're going. But I'd rather enjoy the journey wherever I'm going. So full feeling returning and aliveness awakening, that's what I'm here for. Do you concur? And we just witnessed it in this man, Preston. Like he's itching and scratching, he's crying, he's moving. That's what it looks like to be in the game. I love that shit. So I'm not going to cite any other books. Who's been reading Your Wish Is Your Command or listening to it or moving through it? Yeah, cool. That is our thing. That and Business Made Simple for the month. Unless you were otherwise assigned $100 million leads or excuse me, offers. Antonia, I got you. It's cool. And the orientation of the community is focused on, and this is my thinking around it, as a mastermind, we're going to become masters of our minds. And then we get to be a mastermind of mastered minds. Now that is fun wordplay, Franklin. But it should be simple and clear enough. Oh my God, he's got them all. Yeah, man, Preston, you read those books, you'll be an even better consultant and maker of plans for people because you'll have distinctions that they don't. Because so many people have those, but they haven't read them. So I was talking to Preston earlier today or yesterday, and he reminded me of the mile deep mastery. We've gone an inch wide. We want to go an inch wide and a mile deep. So if we master our minds through Your Wish Is Your Command, and we feel fantastic now, we're feeling fully, we're awake to our aliveness, it becomes much easier to focus on, stay in the game of, and play the game well of entrepreneurship, business, wealth, and money. Do you concur? Give me a thumbs up. Cool. So that's what we're here for the next 6 months, the next year. And I'm in it to win it for you all. So tell me what you need, right? Within office hours, be a squeaky wheel. You're like, I'm disempowered. I'm out of communication. I've gone dark. I'm stuck. I'm feeling broken, whatever. Like, I love you. I got you. Just tell me, right? I'll let you know if it becomes a problem, if you're asking for too much. I will own and honor my healthy boundaries. I don't imagine more than like a 2-minute audio per day necessary, given the amount of like precision with which we were able to engage just now. And as this mastermind eventually scales, I may need to work more efficiently. I'm working on that. So there's no rush, but there is an all-in commitment on your ultimate vision and enjoying the journey. Would you agree? Cool. And you want to go far, go alone. Excuse me. What is the quote? Yeah, Preston's got it.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Yes. So we're in it to win it for as far as we can get. We're not just here to just get to the thing. We're here to enjoy the journey and then go as far as possible. So some of you read this. I'm going to reread it because it's worth distinguishing. This is kind of our commitment as this community. And it is as much for me as a coach. What I have found is if I make my integrity at stake, like I put my integrity at stake and say, all right, I choose to be this character. And there are specific people who depend on me to show up from this energy with this intention. I have found that that actually supports me in being a better person. Because I myself am no longer just about me. I'm about we now. Do you hear that? So thank you for being the place where I get to go to serve, and the slap in the face to remember to be like as excellent and as world class as possible. It's been that way for 10 years. And I'm not saying it isn't that it's entirely on you all that I like rise. I'm saying it's part of my motivation in a non-codependent, healthy, like let's raise the game sort of way. So thank you, and you're welcome, and I love you too. So I'm gonna read this document real quick, and then I'm gonna jump off. If you can put in the chat what are you leaving with that you love, just in one word or one sentence or. I'm leaving with upgraded aliveness. And then I'm going to get to read this thing in about a minute. I get to find something amazing. Yeah. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to rush it. If you haven't read the contribution thing, read it. If you have read it, read it again. And I'm committed to enculturating values. I am enough just because I exist. My presence and existence is of service. Yes, it is. It is. And you're one of those on the side of those that remember that, which means you get to ignite it in others. So everybody down to read the contribution piece and practice it? Yeah, that's who we are with and for each other. I'm going to start until 8:15 when it turns off. Contribution is orienting oneself not to the endless ego-driven hunger, but rather to the polar opposite, being love in action. With gratitude for the opportunity to give the gifts one has and the gift one is. Contribution is giving, action regardless of resistance. Got it. Love it. Is giving without worrying about getting. Giving because we get to give, giving from abundance and love, and not with hooks in order to receive. Period. I got to jump off. I love you all. Thanks for receiving and thanks for giving.
Hold on. Are we meeting up in person in April?
We are. More on that next week. Love y'all.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.